My friends warned me. She's playing you. I was blind until I checked the security footage. I didn't say a word. I just canceled the wedding venue and sent her the receipt. Her scream when she read non-refundable was deafening. I guess the irony is that everyone saw it but me. My name's Ethan. I'm 30, and up until a month ago, I thought I'd found my forever person in a woman named Vanessa, 28, who I'd been with for 3 years. I proposed 8 months back. Sunset on the bluff overlooking Lake Superior. Expensive ring I'd saved for. Her bursting into tears and showing it off everywhere the second we got home. My friends toasted us. My family welcomed her in, and I was stupidly, blissfully proud of what I thought we had. The wedding was supposed to be next month. The venue alone cost me $14,800, non-refundable. I paid every deposit without complaint because she said she was saving for the honeymoon, which, looking back, was just code for I'm not contributing anything. But I was in love, or I thought I was, and when you think you're building a life with someone, you start ignoring a lot of things that shouldn't be ignored. My buddies had warned me about her attitude, the way she talked like she was already above everyone else, the way she'd brush off waiters or make comments about how she deserved luxury. I defended her so hard back then. You don't know her like I do. I'd say she's different when we're alone. Turns out she was very different when I wasn't around, too. About 3 weeks ago, I installed new security cameras around the house after a neighbor got broken into. Vanessa barely noticed, or at least she pretended not to. Fast forward to a Tuesday afternoon at work. I'm in the middle of reviewing contracts when my phone buzzes. Motion alert from the living room cam. I figured it was my dog or sunlight hitting the sensor. I opened the app casually, expecting nothing. Instead, I froze so hard I swear my bones hurt. On the screen was Vanessa on my couch with her cousin Tyler, the same guy she kept insisting was like a brother. They were kissing like they'd done it 100 times, hands everywhere, laughing like they were in my house on a date, not sneaking around behind the fiancé paying for their lavish wedding. It wasn't graphic, but it was unmistakably intimate, like the kind of familiar closeness that only comes from repetition, not a one-time slip. I watched maybe 30 seconds before I closed the app because my stomach twisted so hard I thought I'd throw up. I walked straight to the restroom at work, locked myself in the stall, and just stared at the door. Betrayal doesn't hit like in movies. It's not explosive. It's silent, slow, like your brain is trying to rearrange itself around a truth you weren't prepared for. I replayed every weird moment. The book club nights, the sudden hour-long errands, the way she'd get tense when I came home early. She was cheating. In my home. On my couch. With a man she told me I was being insecure about. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. Something inside me just clicked off. And the part that clicked on? Cold, measured, unshakable. I wasn't going to confront her. I wasn't going to give her a chance to lie, or cry, or manipulate. I would handle it quietly, surgically. She liked games? Fine. I'd finish the game. First thing I did was call the wedding venue. I told them I needed to cancel our reservation. They reminded me the deposit was non-refundable. I said, yes, I understand, please proceed, and emailed the receipt. Then I called the caterer, $3, $200 gone. Photographer, $2, $300 gone. DJ, $700 gone. Florals, another chunk gone. I canceled everything she'd been bragging about on Instagram for months. Every single deposit was money I'd paid. Vanessa had contributed exactly $0. When the last cancellation email hit my inbox, I forwarded all 14 receipts to her with no message, not a word. At 4:47 p.m., during a meeting, I heard my phone buzzing so hard it nearly fell off the conference table. When the meeting ended, I saw 27 missed calls, dozens of texts, and 3 voicemails. I listened to one voicemail. Her screaming my name like someone died, demanding I call her back right now. Not a single, I'm sorry. Not a single, I love you. Just fury about losing the money. That told me everything. When I got home, she was pacing the driveway with mascara streaks down her face. The second I stepped out, she launched at me with, "Are you insane? Do you know what you cost us?" I said calmly, "Check the living room footage from Tuesday at 2:30 p.m. then asked me again. The blood left her face instantly. She stammered something about misunderstanding, and it wasn't like that. And Tyler was comforting me. And you're overreacting, and I love you, baby, please. I told her I knew about the other times, too. Because after first clip, I went to the camera history. 16 occurrences. 3 months. Same couch. Same lies. She tried flipping it on me, calling me controlling for having cameras, accusing me of spying, acting like she was a victim of surveillance. I said, this is my house. I installed them for security. You just happened to get caught doing what you were already doing. She stormed out. I changed the locks that afternoon. The next day, her mom showed up pounding on my door, yelling about how I embarrassed her daughter and overreacted to a single mistake. I told her it wasn't one time. It was 16. And Tyler wasn't even a cousin, which she admitted by twitching when I said it. She started demanding I restart the wedding because we already told the family, and her dress is bought. I said, I paid for that dress and everything else. She called me nobody and said Vanessa could do better. I said, then she should have done that from the beginning. 2 days later, Vanessa's sister showed up with a notebook claiming I owed them $15,000 for emotional damages and wasted youth. I laughed so hard I nearly choked. When I asked for the $8,000 ring back, she said Vanessa would return it only when I reimbursed them for the dress. Again, the dress I paid for. I refused. They threatened lawyers. I welcomed it. Then it escalated. A week later, Tyler tried breaking into my garage at dawn claiming he needed to retrieve Vanessa's sentimental items, which turned out to be old yearbooks she didn't even remember leaving behind. I called the police. He got arrested. Vanessa begged me to drop charges. I didn't. Then came the bargain bin lawyer letters demanding I return the ring, pay for the dress, pay for emotional distress, and compensate her for lost wedding opportunities. My attorney annihilated their claims in one email citing video evidence, conditional gift law, and harassment statutes. After that, things quieted, but only briefly. Vanessa started calling my mom 3 states away, crying about how I ruined her life. My mom told her, my son didn't ruin anything. You cheated. Don't call again. 3 more calls. Blocked. Then her sister tried messaging my best friend asking him to talk sense into me and convinced me to help with Vanessa's living expenses because being dumped right before a wedding damages a woman's dating prospects and future earning potential. I swear the mental gymnastics could win Olympic gold. Eventually, after my lawyer sent a final demand letter for the ring, Vanessa dropped it off in a plastic sandwich bag like a petulant child. No apology, no handwritten note, just petty energy to the end. I sold the ring for $6,000, less than I paid, but enough to take my friends out for a dodge a bullet night and buy new furniture for the living room because I couldn't stand looking at that couch anymore. When trash workers hauled away, it felt like someone lifted a weight off my chest. 6 weeks after everything imploded, I ran into Vanessa at a grocery store. She was with Tyler. She saw me and grabbed his arm like I was a threat, but he puffed up like he wanted to start something until she pulled him back. I didn't say a word. I just grabbed my cart and walked past them like they were strangers. And honestly, that's all they are now. Strangers who almost cost me a lifetime of misery. The financial damage sucked. Around 19 grand after everything. But the peace I have now is worth every cent. The wedding date came and went last week. I thought I'd feel something. Regret, nostalgia, anger. But it was just a Saturday. A normal, quiet Saturday. That's when I realized I'm truly done. Done with her excuses, her entitlement, her family's delusions, the emotional manipulation I didn't see until I stepped away from it. I'm dating casually again, taking my time, trusting slowly but deliberately. And I'm paying attention to red flags now. When people show you who they are, believe it. When multiple people warn you, listen. When someone makes you feel like you're defending them more than they defend you, step back and evaluate. I lost money. Yes, but I gained clarity, self-respect, and a clean slate. And if you ask me whether I regret canceling that wedding, not for a single second. The only thing I regret is not installing those cameras sooner. Because they didn't just show me what was happening in my house. They showed me who I was really about to marry. And walking away from that, best decision I've ever made.